last week, um, you guys took a job to steal or poach, I guess would be the right word, a dragon hybrid from a space train that Nancy is keeping. The problem being that you're supposed to deliver it to we'll call him a pirate mob boss. Otherwise, were there any final decisions on, like, what you were doing with the rest of the train? I'm just going to call it and say that what you got through is the worst of what was on the train, so anything else you can just say you defeated and loot the train as you want.
I mean, yeah, this seems like there'd probably be some valuable
looting everything.
cars.
Yeah.
Looting absolutely everything that I can take that isn't tied down.
Well,
Yeah, whatever we can fit on our ship, you know. Except for the kobolds, we're gonna leave them alone.
Aside from the dragon, the train's main purpose is to go around, gather tributes for the dragons, and then deliver it to the actual planet. I forget what that's called.
Oh, actually, wait a second.
Draco.
Wait a second. So, I have an idea. What if we took all of the kobolds that we killed / incapacitated, right? And we tossed them off the train. And then I use my forgery kit to write a very convincing letter that says, "Sorry guys, we abandoned our posts. We're having fun in the Bahamas." And then I just leave that like in the driver's seat of the train. And then they'll just think that the kobolds just like booked it instead of, got robbed.
And they're gonna read it and be like, what the heck is the Bahamas?
Yeah.
Whatever the in-universe version of the Bahamas is, that's where they went on vacation, and they took all of the loot so that they could pay for women.
Well, wait a minute. Now let's break this down, Ben, because they're kobolds, right? So basically, it's just kind of like a couple little stick figures and an arrow pointing to some like little like palm trees and a.
They don't have a written language.
I feel like these guys the Bahamas is anywhere that's not space at this point in their lives.
Yeah.
Or at least like 15 minutes before we killed them.
Maybe, well, you see where I've got your ship set.
Yes.
So that's where you intercepted the train.
Okay, is it going towards the elven planet, I'm assuming? Is what it looks like? Or is it going towards the human planet?
It would be going toward the human planet, and then to the dwarven planet, and then it would have gone to the dragons.
Okay, so they've already gone to the elven planet, and they're going to the human planet, so it would be a bit weird if they decided to communicate between the two and say, like, oh, well, they stopped here, and then the train arrives empty at the human planet. So let's say they're, like, vacationing, like, just somewhere on the elf planet, with all of the hot elf babes.
So we're doing this? This is the thing we're doing?
Unless anyone objects to my plan. If anyone has a better plan, if we could just leave a bunch of dead bodies on the train and then it could pull into the next station and they'll just be like, oh
no,
fuck,
ditching the bodies is definitely good, but there's two thoughts that come to mind. The first is we're pirates, and this is a pretty big vessel. Second, we're in space. All we really have to do is derail the thing and let it drift off into nothingness, and nobody's any the wiser.
That is very true. If we can derail the train, then it'll just like... Well, actually, there's like a bubble that surrounds like each like galaxy, right? Based on the Spelljammer, like.
Well, this is a homebrewed sort of bastardization, honestly, of Spelljammer.
Yep.
But your sphere of influence will be this solar system, and nothing outside of it has been explored.
The important question is this. Do we have the capabilities, one way or the other, with the ship or whatnot, to at least get what we would call the engine off of its predestined path?
So I don't still have the map that I made for the train, but
It was like a light beam, but I didn't know if that was just representative or...
yeah, it basically there was a not physical so much, but a beam of energy that the train stuck to as a course.
Okay. Is this something we can shut off, interrupt, or pull the train off of?
What's the tonnage on a Damselfly?
I think it's 10.
Are you proficient? You're proficient in vehicles, right?
I am proficient in vehicles, yes.
So I would require a very high roll of your vehicle proficiency.
Okay. So I'm going to propose this plan, that we get ourselves a second ship, and then we either just leave the cars as they lay, roll them on down the track. I mean, it's not like we're a warring nation. Someone's going to automatically go, obviously, it was X, Y, and Z that killed these guys. Like, even if somebody said, obviously, it was X, Y, and Z that killed, we're pirates.
Yep.
Do you care?
Well, yeah, I mean, unless they have, like, super awesome investigators that can, like, sniff our boot tracks and be like,
Right.
okay, yep, it was this person, and this person. We have their exact identities and we know their base of operations.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no security cameras on the train.
Yeah, yeah.
Very true.
There could be magical scrying crystals.
Well, maybe somebody should sweep for that sort of thing.
I don't think my character has the capabilities of doing that.
Ben, do you have detect magic?
I don't know. Let me see as soon as I get my character sheet back up. I do not have detect magic. I do have alarm though, if we're worried about security. Not like I can't remove their security, but I can kind of add our own if someone were to come and try.
Are we really worried?
I don't think so.
I mean, ultimately, we should probably be asking, like, the captain, but screw that guy.
Captain. Are you on push to talk?
Oh, yes. Well, no, I wasn't on push to talk, but I had turned off my microphone on my headset. Yep, my bad. I was talking and saying nothing. Yes.
So what's your input on it?
On what?
Should I go for this, like, let's try to detach the engine, and are we worried about consequences for somebody finding an empty, looted train?
Well, I mean, does it have brakes? Does the train have brakes?
It does have brakes. If you go to the engine room, there is a lever that will pushing forward will make it speed up, and pulling back will make it slow down.
No, we can try to derail it. My plan B, if we fail to derail it, is just engage the brakes and leave it, and that way it'll at least delay, like, how long it'll take to get to the next station, and that way they'll either think there's a delay and they'll probably wait like an extra, like, what, couple of weeks. This is space travel after all, right? And then they'll eventually decide to go looking for the train, and it'll just take them that much longer to find it, and it will delay their response that much more if we do not succeed in derailing it completely. So
yeah, if we can derail it, we keep it for ourselves.
So let me get this right. You're saying that this thing actually works just like a train anyway. Once we derail the engine, all it can do is move forward or back. So we would have to steer it with the Damselfly.
Yes.
I mean, how big is this thing? Because I'm thinking it's probably got some oomph to it.
It kind of sounds like a forester trying to pull, like, you know, The
No,
Titanic.
no. It's not pulling. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah,
the
it has its
engine-
own locomotion. All we'd be doing is providing the direction. Yep.
That's not the right thing.
We'd be more like a tugboat.
Okay, yeah.
Where's my
So,
Damselfly?
how big is the
Alright.
train? Dear, yeah.
I can't. You were cutting out for a second. What?
How big is the train?
That's what I'm looking up right now. I had to open up this
I have another
Spelljammer.
crazy idea just to throw out there if you guys want to go the extra mile or two. I don't know how long this train is. But,
Okay.
and that is, I don't know, maybe we know somewhere where we could like find some private space on an asteroid and we could just take the whole damn train.
I mean, there are lots of asteroids. Most of them are not explored.
Because really, if we land, like if we could manage to drag that thing to an asteroid, even just to drop it there, bam, we have a base and storage.
Yeah. It would be nice to go to a base where we don't have to, you know.
I'm gonna say that each car is about 30 tons.
How many cars?
There's 5 cars and an engine. The engine's slightly smaller, but it's like 25 tons instead of 30. You have a tonnage. Your ship has a tonnage of 10, so you would be pulling 3 times your weight multiplied by 6.
But we wouldn't be pulling it. We don't be steering it.
Ah. Okay, so you're planning on. So wait, you're planning on adjusting the lever to move for the.
But off of the beam, yeah.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check for me. Oh. Okay, so you would probably know that the way that these trains work in space is they don't require a spellcaster to provide locomotion to, like every type of spelljammer would. Instead, they that beam of light that it travels on provides the power for it to move.
Ah.
Well, I guess we don't need a train.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah,
scratch
so we go with the captain's plan B. Just stop it. Put on the brakes, loot it, and then leave it.
Yeah, I mean, we're pirates, right? That's what we do.
that. Okay, so now I have to ask. Now I have to ask the mariner's honor question. Instead of throwing the bodies off the train, should we leave them for proper burial?
Oh, I mean,
To be a monster.
yeah.
We're just people trying to make a living. We're not complete monsters. We'll at least allow their families to properly grieve them.
Yeah.
Those that are still present on the surface of the ship.
Yeah.
Yes. Any that
Yeah.
didn't accidentally get thrown off in the scuffle.
Yeah.
So you're stopping the train, looting what you can from it, and leaving the bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seems like the noble thing to do.
It does.
The most noble thing that we'd be inclined to do.
Right. Leave the gun, take the cannolis. Well, take
All
the
right.
head too.
Take both.
Everyone looting, please roll me an investigation check.
Alrighty.
Investigation.
Can I see your investigation check and raise a detect magic?
Yes, you can.
My roll is poopy.
Mine's okay.
All right, I'm taking like an average here, so
Hang on, I didn't roll mine yet. There we go.
Damn.
yeah, you guys between all of the crates find about 500, 600 platinum.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me put this into the treasury. How much? 600?
Yeah, 600 platinum.
Oh,
Well, that's a bit.
thank you, gods.
And the helmsman does detect a crate that has a magical aura coming from it.
Hey guys, this one's twinkling.
Sounds like we should open it.
Let's open her up.
All right. Yeah, this one. All right, so you open it, and there is a small, sort of just a rod.
I don't have detect magic or identify.
Yeah, I don't have identify. It's a rod. I've always wanted one of these.
Yeah, it's
Does it have any features that we can notice on it? Like any buttons?
it
or
does have a
symbols?
button, yes, on one end of it.
I think I know what it is.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna stand back here.
I think I know what it is. Okay. Well, my character wouldn't know what it is. Alright, well, okay, I'm just gonna say, alright, I'll see what it does. I reach in the box and I pull it out, and noticing the button, I press the button.
All right, you press the button. You're still holding it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Nothing appears
And
to
I let go of the
happen.
button. Nothing appears to happen. Okay. I say, that's funny, and I go to try and move my hand to toss it to our resident wizard to see if he can figure out what it does.
All right.
One.
Go ahead and for shits and giggles make me a strength check.
Alright, let's see. Strength. Oh boy, this is gonna go terribly.
Okay. Yeah, you can't move your arm, it seems.
Yep, and my arm is currently just like reaching pretty much just like right out in front of me, holding onto this rod.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't move it, no matter how much I'm tugging on it. I'm
Maybe press the button again,
gonna press
Captain.
on the I'm gonna press on the button again, and
Okay.
then try again.
All right. Yeah, it moves freely now.
Okay, and I toss it over to the wizard. It's an immovable rod.
Yeah.
I have heard many a story of people abusing these things. I will
So
try
is
not
it-
to do that.
Does the rod have to be in contact with the ground?
No, it's literally wherever you press the button, it becomes fixed in that location in space, and it can't be moved except with a force greater than 8,000 pounds. So yeah, or well, with a DC 30 strength check, and it can hold up to 8,000 pounds, being placed on top of it if you can get it to balance.
Interesting.
Yeah, until you or another creature uses an action to push the button again, the rod doesn't move, even if it is defying gravity. So.
That's a useful kind of thing to have in space.
I thought it would be useful. I can't wait to see what you guys do with it, and I thought it would fit a space-based campaign perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically, so I'm going to tell you right now what my intention is. Okay? It's a space ladder. All right? All you have to do is just keep moving it up and then pull, and then moving it up, pull, and then moving it up. And then when you get in that funny space where I had so much trouble, then you just swing around and you go the other direction, slowly lowering yourself down.
Yeah, I mean, it would be kind of like one of those, like the things you see on like Ninja Warrior contests where they're holding onto the bar and they like move like up really fast to like hook it on the next rung and then pull themselves up. Because you'd have to press the button to
You wouldn't
disengage
have to do
it.
that. I mean, as long as you can move it up fast enough, you know.
Well,
I mean,
yeah. So you'd have
if
to
you're
like.
on, or if you're on a rope.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't be able to have your arm completely outstretched because you wouldn't be able to get anywhere. But if you can pull yourself up to like, level with the bar, like doing a pull-up almost, and then like press the button, just stretch your arm out, which wouldn't require like any effort at all because the rod is pretty much weightless when you don't press the button. So you just do this, push the button, stretch out, press the button, rinse and repeat. Yeah, you could pretty much just infinitely climb with it, which is, yeah.
Let's not spoil all the ways we can use it right now.
Oh, I have a couple other ways stored in my brain of how other people have used it in the past to do very bad things.
I have an
I
idea.
know how I want to use it.
We only have one.
Scratch and post. I'm just saying, I need to do something with these claws, and, well, we have rope. Scratching post? Please?
I don't think so.
Find a wood plank somewhere.
Yeah, rope, like, I mean, unless you want to go outside and cut down a tree and make more rope. You see the point I'm getting at here, don't you?
You can't.
Base and all.
Yeah, just like scratch the mast or something. Do we have a mast? Does our ship have a mast?
Yeah, it does.
Scratch the mast.
No. No. He'll kill me. No.
Just wrap the rope around the mast and then scratch that.
I mean, it is technically my ship.
He's saying you can do it. Anyways, I think we are ready to just leave this thing here and move on.
Yes.
Yes.
Who wants to hold the rod for safekeeping?
Can we do a roll for it? Because I want to. I think everyone wants to, really.
Or in fairness.
Wait a minute. I have a better practical way of deciding this. Who is the strongest amongst us and has the most acrobatic skill?
I don't think those would be the same person because strength and acrobatics are very polar opposites.
I know, but if one trumps the other, then we go with that.
All right, so I have a -1 for my strength modifier, but my acrobatics is at a 5.
Okay.
Acrobatics is a 2, and my strength is 3.
And your strength is what?
-3.
Okay.
-1 and a 2.
My strength is +3, my acrobatics is +4.
What?
Nancy's getting it.
What was your strength?
+3.
+3?
I think we have our winner.
And then a
Like,
+1.
most bang for the buck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
I will add it to your inventory.
Drax, hang on to this.
All right, Drax.
Steal it, we'll kill
Yes.
you somehow. Even though you have the thing.
Use it well.
I don't think of something.
Just
Use
don't sleep with it, because if like you're holding it, you accidentally like have it above your neck and then press the button in your sleep, and you try to wake up in a hurry, you're gonna like definitely wind yourself.
See, what you do is when you're falling from like unsurvivable height, just press the button over and over
Press
and
the
over.
button and give yourself whiplash.
You also
Just immediately halt your descent and just give yourself
Dislocate your shoulders.
unbelievable. Yeah, exactly. Just rip your arm straight out of your socket.
Do you have any idea how awesome that thing would be with like a 10-foot bungee cord attached to it?
Oh my god.
you also find a crate full of scrap metal.
Sleep.
What?
I said you also find a crate full of scrap metal.
Yes.
Sweet.
Do we have a way to transport said scrap metal?
We have a ship.
Ah, fair point.
Yeah, but how are we getting it from the ship to the other ship?
I don't know, there's 5 of us. Can we split it 5 ways? I mean, carry some of it?
Well, and at this point, I'm pretty sure we can just kind of, bring the ship up, run the gangplank across.
Fair point. Yeah.
Probably have some sort of like, thing with wheels that they use to unload cargo and stuff. It is a
trolley.
cargo train.
A little trolley.
Yeah.
A little
Doesn't
trolley.
have a loot trolley. We must rob a Costco immediately.
Cool. So we load the scrap metal onto the ship. And we sail away.
But yes, I'm going to go tinker and build my steel defender.
Alright, so you guys bring all the stuff back to the ship. I'm gonna put you back on the promo page here. So, you're back on the ship, you've got your supplies, you've got your money, you've got your dragon. Where to next?
The next place the stars take us.
I don't think we want to immediately return to the place we got our mission at, because that means we will have to sooner face the guy who wanted us to obtain the Drake.
Yeah, how many of us would have known who that guy was? Or, like, anything about maybe his circles?
Roll a history check. Everyone who's been to the pirate area. Just everybody, that would be everybody. Roll a history, yeah.
Yep.
Well,
I know nothing.
Yeah,
it looks like the helmsman is the only one that knows anything about him. This guy definitely has a reputation for being a ruthless criminal who will murder anyone who gets in his way or crosses him.
Okay, what about his enemy? Does he have any that I know of?
None living.
Great.
So, plot a course for ourselves. Got it.
I say we go to any asteroid that's uninhabited and build ourselves a base. That way we can hide. When
But
you know.
what are we going to build it out of? We don't have more material than we have ship space.
I think we have like one box of scrap metal. I don't quite think that's going to be enough unless we just like...
We're building it one porta potty at a time at this point.
We do have a lot of platinum though.
We do.
Oh, you can't build a house out of platinum.
No, but you can pay people to build a house.
We
with
could, yes.
There are also multiple pirate outposts. 8 of them,
Yeah,
in
let's
fact.
go to a different pirate outpost.
Yeah.
Furthest one.
There you go. Sounds like
Preferably one with a bathhouse this time. It's been more than a week since I've cleaned myself properly, and I'm not enjoying this.
I thought cats clean themselves.
I was going to say, don't you just, like, lick yourself?
I am hairless, therefore I have nothing to take away my oils. And I don't know about you, but I don't particularly enjoy licking oily skin.
Don't have oils. Don't have a tongue.
Yes, well, as a hairless cat, I must in fact take a bath.
As a
Preferably
hairless
before
robot, I could
bubbles.
give a shit.
Alright, so who's deciding where you're going, or would you like to roll a d8 for it?
I mean, I'm good with the idea of going...
Which pirate outhouse has the most renowned? I mean, which pirate outpost has? Is that what I said? Did I say outhouse the first time?
Yes, you did.
Pirate outhouse has the best pool.
Which pirate outpost has the most renowned baths or something?
I mean, like, are there brochures?
Do they do they hand them out like travel destinations? Like, visit our pirate outpost where you might get mugged, but enjoy our wonderful hot springs while you're there.
So I would say that Marcus Lavelle would probably be the pirate who's most inclined to bathe.
I like that. Most inclined to bathe. That was
Yeah,
my
most
answer.
inclined to have a place that he would like to bathe, and whatever the Pirate King wants, or the Pirate Duke, I guess, because these are the loosely connected duchies of piracy.
I like that as a
Well,
character.
wait, before we go to this place, what are the chances of us running into what's-his-name's goons?
Right now,
Less than if we went to the place we were just at.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know if this was like super friendly territory for him or just kind of neutral territory for him. Like, are we going to somewhere where he like goes for morning coffee?
Have you worked out how good of a
Because we've
relation
also been gone
different
for a while too.
pirate like bosses have with like the other, like, are they like separate factions that all get along terribly with each other, or is there like, you know, various different relations where like this guy likes this guy but doesn't like that guy, and then that woman likes that guy but not that woman, and then
It
that
would
guy
be-
likes, you know.
it would be sort of like going to a different state. Like,
So,
They
is that
don't-
state we've been to before?
So as long as we avoid extradition, we're good. Got it.
yeah, it's so they all confer together on like major issues, such as like the government's expanding out. Where how can we hire ourselves better and like
Well, and I want to make one other point here. When we go to this place, we need to figure out how to hide the dragon. Because so far as this guy knows, the only crime we've committed thus far is skipping out on the deal. Not skipping out on the deal with the treasure.
Yes,
Right.
we completed the objective and just chose to screw him over. So, he should probably remain on the ship, maybe below deck, and hidden from ship inspectors.
Great companion that I would have for my class.
what was that, Nancy?
Would this technically be the same thing as a Drake companion for my class, where I could summon and desummon it?
Yeah, that was the point of mixing the blood and saliva.
So I could
Oh,
just-
so yeah, I guess technically you could just say, poof, you vanish from existence and you are within me. Or, well, not within me, but like the Drake would be within you. Sort of. Or like a pocket dimension. Or
Yeah,
however
that was
works.
the whole reason why you wanted to keep it, is because this Drake is your Drake companion.
Alright, so then it's easy to hide it. It just
Yeah.
goes bye-bye.
Fair enough.
No worries.
So yeah, let's head out.
Wait, in that case, if we can literally hide the Drake that easily, can we just return and say that it wasn't on the train? Although, actually, no. With our luck, he would just roll, like, super good insight and just be like, nah, I know you guys are just shitting me, and then he'd just, like, stab us all. So, run away it is.
I mean, how does that work? Like, would we roll with advantage because he really has no way of verifying our story?
No,
Depends on how good your lie is.
yeah, I'd have you just roll a deception. If you could come up with like evidence to back your deception up, I would give
I
it
have an idea.
advantage.
We leave Drax and the cat on the ship, and we go and we say, we lost 2 good men. Or cats.
I think it's a guy cat. Is it a guy cat?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, still, I didn't want to seem humanist.
I don't think
Well,
that-
I mean, a guy cat's still a man, I guess. I mean, otherwise, if you say they're anything other than a man, then you're being a speciesist or something.
They would be
Right.
considered people, persons.
Fast. Yeah, I am a humanoid. And
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I am male.
We lost 2 good bipeds, mostly. Part-time, at least.
makes our story any more credible by having less of our crew there.
Out of the ship. Lost 2 good men in the process. And
So,
found
are you
nothing.
going to another pirate outpost, or are you going to try to lie to the?
No, we're going to another post.
Yeah, another outpost with baths. Yep.
You came up with
Yes.
the idea to go back. You just like nominated yourself and then voted the other guy.
Hey, you know, I feel like maybe the
I'm
crew's
good,
getting.
I'm, don't get me wrong, I'm good with it. I just thought maybe.
Yeah, no, I mean it is a maybe, but maybe the crew's also getting a little bit stinky. Maybe Clangy has a point.
Well, and we can also like kind of test the water, see if we hear any rumors of.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent.
You know.
Contact.
Also, a new place might have new things.
Yes. New experiences, new friends, new foes, new whatevers.
And I could get, things
A
we
bath.
need to, yes, a bath. And also, maybe make one here on the ship and maybe get enough supplies to, I don't know, set up a base on some random asteroid. That way we have a place to go to that isn't connected to any of the duchies. Just saying.
Oh no, that is, yeah, I 100% agree with that.
Doesn't sound like a terrible idea.
No, I mean, something tells me we're gonna make a few enemies.
Yes.
A few.
If we're not dealing with duchy territory, then it's all that much harder for them to find us.
This is
How far do they, like, do we know of a definitive place that we can go and just be like, okay, if we hide out here, nobody really cares about this area?
So, I'm gonna say that. So you see each little dot around that red ring.
Yeah, the blue dots.
Yeah, those are all pirate alcoves. They control the space around and between them. So, where you are would mostly be covered by Roshi and Dove's territory. Marcus, who I mentioned, is over here. Wait. Well, I'm on the camera, but
What about right here? Is this taken up by anyone?
It's
where?
just the background. Right here.
Right here.
That's just the background.
Yeah, that's just a star off in the distance.
I was
Oh,
thinking
alright.
more like out in this region.
Yeah.
Also, roll a nature check.
Ooh.
Cling. Okay, so you would know that the reason these pathways are laid out the way they are is because it's kind of dangerous to get too much closer to the star.
So yeah, the further away from the star, the better.
You mean the sun?
Yes,
Okay.
the sun is a star.
Right. There's a lot of stars. It's just one big one in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, those other stars are just background. They're actually very, very, very far away.
Yeah. I was just confirming. Like, when you say the star, you mean that star, or
No,
Yes,
the
the only star that is located at the center of this galaxy,
Yeah.
system.
or solar system rather. Yeah, solar system.
Anyways,
Say it.
off to Marcus's area-ish, or no, not that area.
Here. After going to Marcus's, then yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you're plotting a course.
Near the what?
You're plotting a course for Marcus's. Everybody gets a long rest along the way.
Alright. And I build my steel defender.
Yes. So, along the way, Clangy is making the noise that he's named for.
Clang, clang, clang.
Went the trolley.
So you arrive at an outpost that I don't have a map for, which is fine. Most pirate outposts look very, very similar. There's a tavern's a fairly prominent display, and there's a little village square where you would find most of the stores and the tavern, not the tavern, the bathhouses, nestled against an opulent ship that has been parked, just like made into a fortress, sort of Viking longhouses.
Do we have any other
We can
like
probably figure out
trade
how much
goods?
material it would cost for this base build.
Well, do we,
If we could hire somebody.
yeah, do we have any other like goods that we looted that are sellable, or did we just get a bunch of money and then scrap metal?
Mostly there was money. Most tributes to the dragons are just gold and platinum pieces, you know, to stack the dragon layers with.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, yeah, we should probably just look into, yeah, would it be for materials, or I don't think any of us here have proper experience with, building buildings.
Okay, so we have 600 platinum and 677 gold spent.
So what we were considering was like, what would it cost at different like sizes or levels or complexity of base, and then also we started to talk about like, so how are we going to secure it when we're gone?
Can you move a little bit closer to your mic?
My apologies. So what are we going to do to secure the base once we build it? How big can we build it for what we have? So on and so on.
With 600 something platinum, what can't we buy?
Do you know how much a platinum is?
10 gold.
Yeah,
So we essentially have
6,000 gold.
6,677.
Which, if I remember correctly, will buy you 2 caravels. So it's not as much as you might think.
I have actually a pricing guide for ships. Oh, my pricing guide is 100 platinum per tonnage, for when equipped with a minor helm, or double for a major helm.
Yeah. So it's not
100, wait, 100 platinum per tonnage?
Yeah.
So our ship that we're on now would cost 1,000 platinum.
Yes. 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We're in big business.
Granted, a base doesn't move and is significantly less complex than an airship or a spaceship or whatever. So probably would be slightly less value per same size compared to.
I have
It
a
should be
possible comparison here. If the DM will accept this as some sort of precedent or use it as a baseline, in prior campaigns where we have had, young entrepreneurs, as it were, I do know that one time we charged 500 gold to build an inn that had 4 rooms, and then like bar downstairs. So
500 gold to build an inn. I'm gonna scale up the pricing a little bit.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause that would only be 10 platinum, and that would barely put a dent in our savings.
Yeah.
So
And the reasoning behind that at the time was they were trying to find an equivalent value ship worth of wood. That was how they were doing it.
Yeah.
yeah,
So.
well, so in this
I can
case,
easily see that being 10 times more expensive in space.
yeah, so in this case, ships would be built in like a factory that's already like set up. But something like a base, especially if we're having it on a remote asteroid, you'd also have to take into account all of the cost of transporting all of the materials.
Guys, we're forgetting wait a minute. I don't know if the DM would allow this, but we're pirates, right?
Steal someone else's base.
Well, there's that, but wait, it gets dirtier, maybe, right? So
Slaves.
we want to hire people to build a base for us, but we don't want anyone to know where it is. You see where I'm going with this, right?
We hire people and we kill them.
Before we pay them.
Genius. We don't even need to pay them.
Yeah.
We just need to convince them that we have enough money to pay them once the job's done.
Maddie seems less than amused by this idea.
I'm incredibly amused by this idea.
Yeah, we just need to be able to.
Pirate.
Yeah, we just need to be able to convince them of our credit, and then once they build the base, you know.
Well, I mean, we can give them
now,
75% up front.
Yeah, it doesn't
A
matter.
down payment, and then just kill them and take it back afterwards.
Yeah.
You just make sure you don't give them the money until you get to the location. That way you know they have it on them.
Yep.
Okay, so you're asking around, roll an investigation check.
Everybody?
Yeah, whoever's looking for somebody that will build a base.
I'm gonna go with a nat 20.
Leave that in the hands of my capable crew, because my investigation score. Well, you know what? I'll just throw that in there anyways. But it's probably gonna be, yep. Oh wait. Oh. Okay.
All right. You guys actually approach a group of goblins and say, "Would you be willing to come and build us a base on an asteroid?" And these goblins are ready to get off of this one. So they still want money. So they're asking about 500 platinum for materials and another 500 on top for labor. And then you get a bidding war going with other groups of people. There's orcs that'll come up and ask if they can do it, or tell you that they can do it for like 800 all said. And then you've got a pack of kobolds that say, "We'll do it for 500 altogether." And
All right.
then come the Kinku. The Kinku all flock together, and one of them writes out a note, and it says 500 gold for materials and 100 platinum for labor.
That
I mean,
one would
I'm-
only be 150 platinum all told. But see, here's the thing: would it be a genuine work of art, or would it just be a crappy imitation?
Yeah, I mean, we
They
don't
are
want to
Kenkus.
Personally, I'm kind of thinking the orcs, right? Because these dudes already know how to build fortified, like they're a not war, right? But they're
Yeah.
war-tempered race to begin
keep
with.
in
Yes.
mind.
Yeah.
They're also the
Here's-
physically strongest of the groups.
Keep in mind.
Yes,
You
but
know,
keep in mind our idea.
Our plan
Do
is
you
our.
want to battle orcs?
You're not saying this out loud, are you?
no.
No. We're communicating via telepathy.
I have message. I have the message cantrip. I can do that.
We can send each other one
Okay.
message.
Thank you, all of you, for your kind offers. Now, me and my compatriots will discuss amongst ourselves for a moment, and then we all turn around and we huddle and we whisper. And this is all being said in our whisper huddle, so that they can't or maybe we're just writing things on a notepad and passing it back and forth between us. Something.
Okay, so here's the thing. Based on the let's not get killed by a mob of orcs wielding hammers, maybe the goblins, because I have a secondary thought here, and that is we might be able to like just kill a handful of them and scare the others into servitude.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah.
Well, orcs are my favorite enemy. I don't mind killing orcs.
Yes, but it's not a willingness as much as it is a capability for the group.
Yeah. I mean, yes, I'm a tank, but I don't know if I can tank.
How many orcs are you talking about?
Yeah, how many orcs exactly?
I'll let you know that in just a minute.
50.
I say if it's 10 or above, we go with the goblin.
Yeah.
And if it's 10 or below, we've got to question how long they're going to take to build this thing. Are you sure? You got a drywall guy and everything?
It's about 7 orcs.
You
How
know,
many
if
goblins?
out of curiosity, before you get into the goblins, is there a singular leader for the orcs?
I mean, I don't think it matters once they start swinging heavy objects and biting people and shit.
Yeah, but if we take out their leader, then they would, technically kind of have to obey us because we would be taking over their clan.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's 8. It's 7 plus their leader.
Okay, so this is a clan, yes?
Yeah.
They're their own
How
little
brawny
clan.
is this fellow? Let's.
Is that how orc succession works?
Roll
You just
an,
kill
roll
the
an
leader and
insight
they're like,
check
"I
for
am the
me.
king." Well, I am the half orc, so maybe I will know.
Yes, this is definitely a clan.
I
Okay.
apparently do not
Yeah.
know. I was raised by
Clangy.
humans.
Clangy. You can kind of tell that these guys aren't a full clan, but they seem to be like they're ready to get away from something.
Okay, we may not even have to kill them. We could just offer them a place to stay if they work for us.
I mean, but
That
what
might
changes
have
their
worked.
situation? Like right now, they have access to a bathhouse and inns and taverns and shit. What's
Yes,
the
But they
well-
are desperate to get away.
We'll tell them to build the same thing on our new asteroid.
I still feel like we should kill somebody.
We'll kill one to make an example, and we'll make all the others to bend a knee.
The rule of 8: nobody will challenge for the leadership of the clan because we really don't want to have to go through this shit again. Okay, guys.
Yeah, we kill the clan leader, we have the clan. Then
Wait,
there
where
are
do you think that- Maybe. I like that plan.
I'm good with that plan.
I'm fine with that, because,
You want to tell them meet us there and we'll bring the payment?
yeah.
Make
Well,
a
I mean,
make a persuasion check.
so how much did they say it was for materials?
The orcs said it was 400 platinum for materials.
Okay.
Well, we'd still have 200 left.
Yep. So now the only question is,
Who wants to roll the persuasion roll?
Oh, not.
ooh.
I'm just
Ben.
saying I have a +2.
I have
Yeah.
a +5.
Hang on,
Ben, what's your
persuasion?
persuasion?
I'm very good at
I have a
persuasion.
minus
So am I.
I have a +5. Haha.
Me too. Okay,
Can I roll it?
you know what?
I
Do
just
it.
think it's better when Altair. And I mean, no offense, but it's just kind of like it's almost like accidental persuasion. It's like
Yeah. Ignore my roll.
I would
Okay.
like to go
With a 13, they'll say, "All right, give us the money for materials up front, and then we'll settle the rest later. Half now, half later."
Sounds like a plan, fellow partner in business. Haha.
What he said.
See, I nailed it. Guys, I'm so smooth.
Indeed.
Yep.
And then to the others, let's let him think he's really
Yeah.
good. You're very good.
As you say, Captain.
Would I have heard that?
And maybe I say it just loud enough that you can barely hear me say it. Let's pretend he's really good.
And if I heard that, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, you're talking behind my back. That's what pirates would do. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you're
Good one.
are you going anywhere else, doing anything else while you're here, or are you just waiting for it?
Bathhouse,
Yeah, we did come here for the baths.
bathhouse, and then shopping. I need more first.
Speak for yourself. I'll waterlog.
Well, maybe you could get, a shine.
Yeah, you could.
You know, get a little oiled up and get a nice shine job.
Yeah, get your
Like a
things
polish, a
polished.
buffing.
Yeah.
Get some of those nicks and such buffed out.
So the bathhouse, is it like an open air style like Japanese bathhouse, or does it like have like private like bathing quarters for like singular people?
It's both. The attendant
Very.
the attendant says, admittance is 5 gold. It's 10 gold for a private room per person.
All right. Well, Captain Nana pulls out 10 gold, says, "Give me the best private room you got," and then she walks off with a duffel bag filled with a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
See? Not bathing serves 2 purposes. Everybody stays away from me, and I save lots of money.
Well, I mean, I don't really think you get smelly at all, anyways, because you're warforged. You just always smell like oil,
I smell
maybe
like death
your
from
rust.
cooking.
Well,
Maybe even
I
dead.
might as- Ooh.
The cook actually decided to stay on board the ship this time, considering what happened
Yeah,
last
you know
time.
what? Did I actually, because I really don't have a whole lot of. I'm just gonna go back and do that. And chill.
Yeah, that works.
All right.
Ah, the ship. It feels much less stable.
What about Clingy and Altair and Drax? Are you guys going into a private room or open room?
Drax would be fine in this
together?
open room.
Yeah, might as well just do the open room.
Yeah, I mean, if we all stick together, we'll be less, compromised.
Precisely.
Oh my god, is it gonna be 3 guys chilling in a hot tub?
Possibly.
Alright, so you guys bathe. How much detail do you want me to go into your bath time, or do you just want to skip over it and say that you bathe and you smell better?
Well, let's see, if this was a video game, I wouldn't skip it, but, I don't know. There's not a lot. I mean, should we? I feel like this is the most flavor we've had all night.
It's a hot tub, there's a bunch of steam everywhere, you can't see anyone.
Somebody's making bubbles. Everybody knows it's the cat.
Because I can move this along if you want, or we can linger. It's completely up to the bathers.
Blah 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 anime trope, someone gets slapped to the end.
Mm.
They're all guys, so I mean,
That's fair.
Well, as long as you're not going with the Ranma 1/2 trope, because then
Yeah, no, that might get, awkward.
Kangaroo.
Yeah. No, we wash each other's back, we hang out in the hot tub.
And then you gather your clothes, dry off, and go shopping?
Yes.
Alright.
I need warmer clothing. So I either need actual clothing or furs.
Well, you got
you
furs.
grow your own.
Yeah, you got furs last time.
Yes, I know, but I don't have enough to make a bed as well as clothing.
Alright, roll me an investigation check.
You know, I have a bedroll. I don't really know why.
11. Alright, you find the
If you care
shop.
about your carry weight, you can probably just ditch the bedroll, honestly. It serves your character no use.
Christ, it's 7 pounds.
Anyway,
You find a shop that's got like 2 furs.
So you can.
They're not direwolf furs though. They are smaller, like deer furs, I guess. Just regular deer.
Not like crazy space deer.
No, not crazy space deer. Or giant elks, or giant deer, or dire deer. They're just deer.
Got
Okay. So, how much will that cost me?
The two furs would be 10 gold altogether.
Never mind. I only have 8 gold.
Oh, you know what? I'll pitch in 2. Can't have my crew freezing on me.
Thank you, Captain.
Least I can do.
All right.
No. Oh.
So you get your furs. Anything anyone else wants, or are you going back to the ship to meet up with the orcs? I guess while you're away, the orcs would make their way to the ship, and J.K. Tellinguard would see them approaching.
I'm gonna keep a very close eye on.
All right. They march.
We have other crew as well. I know we have a cook, but do we have just like deckhands?
No,
I don't think we do. No.
no. Your ship has a minimum crew of 3. So
Right. I know,
Well,
but I
and,
didn't know.
and a maximum of 10 actually. So, given that there's 5 of us plus the cook, that's already 6.
Yeah.
So we can't transport all of the orcs.
you can transport them, but the space is going to be limited.
For them, yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess it also depends on how long the journey is, I mean, because technically the rules say that per tonnage is enough for, I think you have enough air for 3 to 4 months of travel time, per, like, person per tonnage. So, if you had, like, the full 10 people, there would be enough air for, like, everyone to breathe safely and stuff for, like, 3 to 4 months about. So if you have more people, it would be like less time than that.
I mean, within the asteroid belt, you'd probably be able to find a fairly uninhabited one in a week or 2.
Okay. Yeah, then there's really not a concern. So
I'm over here doing calculations. Let's see, how many orcs can I fit in a crate?
Alright, well, everyone's smelling pretty,
So,
or at least less disgusting.
So,
That's
once
more like
again,
that.
the size of your ship. And you've got one more. Oops, that's the wrong.
You know, maybe for a Warforged, instead of like, you know, perfume or cologne or anything, they just like maybe switch up what kind of like oil they use like from time to time. You know, you could like use like peanut oil or something.
I'm
So
old
you
fashioned.
see, this is the below deck that I have for you guys, where all your beds are laid out, where the kitchen is, where the cook sleeps.
Beautiful.
So, fitting 10 orcs on that would be,
Doable.
yeah, I mean, space is a little limited, but you can fit them.
Yep. It just makes things cozy.
Any other shopping to be done while you're here, or?
Any mechanical parts that I can, come across?
Okay. I mean, there's gears and things for like pulleys.
Basically, I want to be able to create an atmosphere on our asteroid.
Oh, you would need. Yeah, you would actually need to buy a Spelljammer helm to generate an atmosphere.
Yeah. Wait a minute. How much is it for a major helm?
It's 200 base for a major helm.
Just for the major helm, right?
Platinum.
Because you guys realize that with a small enough asteroid and a major helm, we could fly the asteroid. It wouldn't be fast, but if we needed to move it, we could.
Huh.
Yeah, it would have a maneuverability rating of 0 plus the helm rating.
Right.
Be right back.
Sorry.
Well, so what we could do, since, I mean, what we could do is if we're buying an upgraded helm anyways, could we instead like replace our ship's helm with a greater helm or a major helm or whatever it's called, and then take the minor helm and use it to power the base?
The problem with that is it will have a limited atmosphere and it will not move. I mean, unless we found a really small asteroid. Because the helms, if I remember correctly, and maybe it's not this way, but they're rated by the tonnage.
It's different in this 5e conversion. Basically, the helm rating just turns what's in, or the type of helm turns what it's installed in into a ship and generates an atmosphere around it.
So it doesn't matter if it's a major or a minor in that case.
Right. The
yeah, I would
major or
think-
minor just makes it go faster or not.
I would do that then, yeah. Put the minor on the base and then swap the major on the ship.
Yeah, as long as our ship's capable of having a major installed. And I think there's some sort of limitation with that, but I don't know if our ship would fall under that limitation.
Your ship, according to this, does or can use a major or a minor helm.
Okay, then how much is a major helm?
200 platinum.
So we already
then
get 400 rewards. We have more than 200 left, so, and we're not planning on paying the remaining 400, so.
Yeah, so I'll just remove 200 from the treasury.
Just a reminder, guys, we really got to kill this guy.
Yeah. Or we're gonna be broke.
We'll attempt that again before we
It's going to be awfully expensive if we don't.
Well, we'll be in debt or dead.
Yeah. You're already
I don't know, I
basically
would
in
feel like
debt
400
with
platinum
a
you'd be
pirate
right.
mob lord, and you're gonna be in debt with an orcish construction crew.
But the difference is like the Orcish construction crew for 400 platinum would probably be like, okay, look, fair shot, but this time pay the bill. Don't do that again, or we'll kill you. But really, I
Yeah.
just want the platinum.
You know, we may be just going around, you know, stealing from people and screwing people over, but hey, we're just trying to find our own method of freedom, you know, man. We're just trying to, you know, just live life, you know, no strings attached.
We're trying to find our identity, okay? Don't get in our way. You're bringing me down, Bruce.
Kitty.
So, you're buying a major helm at the local mechanic.
Yes.
You're installing that into your ship?
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna
Yeah.
keep the minor helm to power the base. Another logistical thing is that helms don't generate an unlimited amount of atmosphere. They're capable of containing a certain amount of atmosphere that they get from planets that have like when they dock, and planets have a different method of actually generating breathable air. So, what sort of like...
All right, wait a minute. Okay, if you want to get that technical, we have about 3 months of air with a full crew, right?
Uh-huh.
So let's call it 2.5 with the extra 2 people.
Yep.
And then that gives us enough time. It really does give us enough time to grow crops of something.
Oh, yeah, I mean, and then I guess if we can... technically if we transported soil and...
You don't even have to have
Plants.
that much soil. If you planted something like an ivy, that
Yeah.
would generate a considerable amount of oxygen. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Well, I'm
For
really
civilization,
stuck in science here, but
Yeah, not enough for civilization, but maybe almost conceivably enough for a small pirate crew that's only going to be there for little stretches of time, probably. Plus, the base would also be able to siphon a little bit of the atmosphere that our ship would bring along with it from, you know, taking into consideration travel time back and forth and whatnot.
In session 3, are you guys planning on starting your own pirate outpost?
I mean,
Becoming a new pirate duchy?
if you don't like ambition, then maybe you
No,
should.
I wasn't expecting this, but I am loving it.
Yeah.
I think that's almost what we're doing.
We are duct tape and coat hangering our own fucking map out, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got no problem with that.
And we're gonna have a way better bathhouse than whatever his name is. Like,
Well,
just
maybe
gonna
not
be
right away.
better. Not right away, but eventually, it's gonna be the talk of like the entire solar system. You know?
Yeah, it's basically going to be like if Nassau were built by, well, the guys that built Nassau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing is, our bathhouse is gonna cost an arm and a leg, literally.
Alright.
For them.
No, for non-pirates. But we'll give them a free peg leg and hook.
So,
I mean, if I would say we stay under the radar until we get some allies, and then yeah, we open it up as a trade post of some kind. But that's down the like. Let's just focus on not getting found and murdered first.
Yes, for now.
Also, we have to
base-
kill our construction leader. So there's like
Yes.
priorities.
We have a to-do
Indeed.
list. Kill construction.
Small murder.
I
Look
love
into
where this
these.
is going. You guys are ready to go to move on to an uninhabited asteroid?
Yes.
We are, I think.
You land on an asteroid. It seems uninhabited.
I don't like your call.
Cool, let's build a base. Let's just not
Seems
think
uninhabited.
The asteroid. How big is the asteroid? Is it something that we could traverse in several hours, or what? What are we talking here?
Yeah, we don't want the dark side of the moon to come up on us.
And also, how far does the atmosphere generated by our ship extend? Because I don't think we have space suits.
I think J.K. Hellengard is not really gonna have a problem with that.
I was gonna say, I don't think I'm worried about it.
Yeah.
Okay, helmsman, go off and scout alone.
I mean, you got a good bit of clearance for your ship's atmosphere. It extends out far enough for you to board another ship.
Yep.
Right, but how big is this asteroid?
This asteroid is roughly the size of a small town.
Okay, so it could be because you said seems uninhabited, so I just wanted to go, just kind of.
Some rocks, see if anything jumps out of the crevices.
Yeah.
All right. So are you all going exploring, or are you sending one, or what?
Well, did we figure out that there's like, how are we generating atmosphere around the entire rock? Can we install the helm and wait, or like should we wait to install the helm or what?
Well, the ship. Okay, your ship's atmosphere should generate enough to reach everywhere on this map.
Okay.
Alright.
This is not the entire asteroid. This is just where you landed.
Alright, so here's the thing. If I could get far enough away, I can cast Alarm, which is not concentration. It lasts for 8 hours, and as long as I'm within a mile of it, I get alerted if anything gets near it, basically.
Well, that's more like you set it up in like a doorway and...
You can set it up in an area.
Well, yeah.
You could just make it like a 20-foot cube whenever
Yeah. That's more useful for like creating like a checkpoint though. It's not really so useful for exploring because I believe the casting time is like an entire hour.
Nope, casting time's 1 minute.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, but the problem here is even as a 20-foot square, that's not going to cover very much ground.
No, not really.
That's true. We'd only really cover one like entryway to the base.
Now, I think that, I mean, just kind of let's walk around as far as we can and just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't I move?
like, I mean, the orcs can get started while we're doing that. Maybe we should handle the orcs first.
Yeah.
For size comparison, this is a 20-foot. This is a 20-foot square cube.
True.
Yep. So I mean, it would maybe like be able to like cover like, I mean, because it looks like this is pretty much like a wall that's pretty much a wall. So it looks like this is like a gap right here, and it would probably cover most of that. Like,
That would
gap.
be a cave. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh, there's a wall. That's the high ground.
So you said this is a cave?
Yeah.
Would we want to build our base into the cave so it's a little bit more concealed, or do we want to build it out in the open, like in this area?
I want to contribute one thought to that. A place that only has one entrance also only has one exit.
Indeed.
That's true.
Very true.
Double-edged
Yep.
sword. Well, what if they don't know about the secret exit?
I mean, it'd be great for story. Like if we could vault
No,
on it.
on a second exit. We haven't gone there.
But yeah, well, there's also that, yeah. 1, 2, 3, not it.
Not it.
I'll go. What am I doing? Exploring the cave?
In the dark cave that we don't know.
Oh shit, I don't have, wait, do I have, yeah, I do have dark vision. Okay, I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll go.
It definitely works.
Oh,
He
Nancy,
does not-
Nancy, are you moving toward the cave to explore it?
Like, you how you got what?
If you are, you just... Like, if you want to, you can just let me know when you're approaching the cave.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's like, oh, cool, finally. I was getting, my sea legs, or space legs, I guess. We're getting, wait, can I get space legs? Is the gravity the same? You know what, never mind.
Shoot, I forgot to update my, my health. What is that again?
5 plus your con.
Artificers are a D8, I believe. So
Max
that'd be-
always takes the average, so
Yeah, so
that's
it'd be
5
5
plus
per
con.
level. Yep.
5 plus con.
Yep.
That's your con modifier.
8, so. Okay, there we go.
Actually, let's everybody roll initiative real quick.
Oh, good.
Just so that you don't get too far and everybody can say what they're doing on their turn, because
Sense.
Maddie, I have a question. Does it display the names for all of the characters in the turn order on your screen?
yes.
It only displays the one for whichever ones you can control.
I'm the DM, I control everyone.
I see. Alright.
Boy, that +5 really helps.
For sure.
I mean, it helped me out a decent amount.
Well, you rolled a 12 first, Ian.
I know, but I didn't have my token selected.
You can just type it manually. Yeah, you just click on the 7 and you can retype it.
I didn't know if that sort of thing was allowed.
Oh, I mean, typically that's how it is, at least in our previous campaign.
So, Clingy.
Okay, so. I and Clicky will follow and go to go towards the cave.
Alright. Yeah, no need to like dash or anything right now, just...
Well,
So-
if it's just for what we're doing, then we don't even need movement technically, right? Or do we?
Yeah, not so much.
We're just
But
using
I do like to know how far you can get before, like... So I would like movement
Oh,
to
I
be...
just moved my speed.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Fine. Alright, off the air. Okay, now you're gonna have to make me a strength saving throw.
I'm terrible at
Wait, how did you
those,
get so far?
because I dashed. Because I'm just like, fuck it. I don't want to keep moving over and over again. So, alright, strength saving throw with a -3. Here we go. 11.
That
Is it a
is...
DC 10? Please be a DC 10.
It is actually a DC 10. And,
Yes!
But you notice the ground is kind of goopy and wants to sink under your feet a little.
Oh, good.
My love, please tell me this isn't what I think it is.
Oh, it's totally quicksand.
No, no. Please tell me this is not the maze that you have been working on for the past day and a half.
Oh, wait.
No, that comes much later.
I'm going to assume that the thing is goopy because it's like liquid. It's water. Is it water?
It's roll a nature check.
All right.
I actually think I know what this one is.
Yes, it's probably water.
Okay. In that case, can Altair cast the shape water cantrip to either pull the water out of it to dry it or freeze it for an hour?
Yes, you can totally try.
All right. Well, I mean, it's instantaneous. It's just a cantrip.
Okay. You cast the shape water spell at the ground and nothing happens.
Wow. Well, I tried. It was a cantrip anyway.
I would like to, oh wait.
It's not your turn. Actually, I just need, Captain Anna and Altair to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Another roll? Why the heck? Well, I'm a -2 wisdom as well. I have very good stats.
Okay, Captain Anna makes it clearly.
Altair, on the other hand, is dumb.
For Altair though, Altair, what? No. Just walks straight into the cave.
Oh, yeah, no, I love that idea. He would do that. He's not very smart or wise. As a player, I'm cringing, but as a character, he's living the dream. He's
Also, I will show you from the liquidy kind of ground emerges a mass of teeth and eyes and.
Is it a gelatinous cube?
I don't think so. It does not appear to be cube-shaped. It's ground-shaped.
It's ground-shaped? It is an amalgamation.
So, Drax, you see a goopy mess emerge from a doughy ground, and your friend just sort of walked into the cave. Also, you all hear just.
What language is... so I speak Celestial, Common, Draconic, and Primordial.
I think it's any of those.
It's not any of those.
Ah.
Um,
He's a scholar, so he studied exotic languages.
I know Common and Elven.
Neither of those.
I don't think it's gonna be any languages any of us know.
It's not Primordial or Draconic or Celestial.
No.
It's probably Infernal or something. That's true. Those were things he was thinking about taking. He just didn't.
Run up to it and attack it.
You're gonna run up to it and attack it? Alright, make a strength saving throw.
Kind of neat how we're already in initiative, so it's there, but
Okay, the strength saving throw is fine, but also make a wisdom saving throw. Alright, I have to roll another d8. Alright, go ahead and roll your attack.
We're also gonna do 2 attacks so that I have 2 short-term
Well, just roll one attack. Okay, Altair, does that hit?
What? 17? That's not to me, right?
Apparently it is.
What? Okay, yeah, it does hit, I guess. Thanks, Drax. I guess.
Okay. Yep. Altair, you take 5 piercing damage.
Well, thanks. What is this like a mind flayer or some crap?
It's not a mind flayer.
No, that
And that ends Nancy's turn.
That
Alright.
would press instantly.
The orc leader is going to run its full movement up to here.
I do not think we are in order.
No, it looks like,
Oh.
Telengard should be going before the orc leader.
Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. I'm gonna.
How much to get off the ship? How much movement?
I'll say 30 feet will get you. Well, the door. The exit's like right here, so yeah, 30 feet to get off the ship.
But I mean, no, I meant like, because I was gonna dash as well.
Oh, okay.
Should I go full 60 or should I go to like 55 or 50?
Climbing down the ship will probably take you about 10 feet of movement.
Is here okay?
Also, how did
Yeah.
I get a 2? I had a 15 initiative. How did I get a 2?
I don't know.
Because, like, my initiative modifier is +2. I physically can't get a 2. And we were talking about the 15-15. I mean, I could leave it, or...
Well, you did go after me and then something happened.
Okay, I'm. Here we go.
There we go, that's better.
Okay. So, JK dashes. Anything you can do for a bonus action?
Nope.
Alright.
Load 11.
Alright, the orc leader is going to rush up. And cast spiritual weapon. Making a spear cover above the gibbering mouther.
Really?
It takes 2 damage.
Probably good show.
Alright, and the rest of the orcs are going to run up. Let's see how far they can get. Strength saving throw. Oh yeah, they got this. Oh yeah. So those 3 are going to attack it. Alright, 1 hit each. They have multi-attacks, but each of them missed twice. Or each of them missed once. So, ooh, that does a lot. These guys hit pretty hard.
I'm glad we're gonna fight them at some point.
Alright. Okay, they really mess it up. Now. Hold on. It's actually not your turn.
Alright. They're working on him.
It's actually not your turn yet, Clingy.
Oh, legendary action? I mean... Oh! Squid people-ish.
These... The the rock formations inside the cave seem to come alive and start flapping about.
Alright, that ruins my plan, but alright.
Huh?
Nothing. Continue.
Do they look like bats or tiny rocks?
They kind of look like sentient umbrellas.
They also kind of look like something else.
Ian, you're muted.
I just said that's a really good description.
So, that's 7 doesn't hit Alistair or Altair.
Close enough. It's also cool, so he's okay with it.
9.
9. Oh, good. Wait, 9 AC or 9?
I don't think it's physically possible to have lower than a 10 AC because that's your base if you had 0 dex.
Oh, yeah. Then...
So.
What is your
actually
AC?
no armor
Altair?
and 0 dex.
AC.
That's
Says your AC is 12.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So one more attack on you. That's a 14. Okay. You take 4 bludgeoning damage, and the flapping part of the umbrella floops or closes around your head.
Good, I'm gonna suffocate. Cool.
These two are going to make attacks on the orcs. Both of those hits. It's not alive. So, now it's Clingy's turn.
Clicky will go there
Oh, good.
and attack that one.
I wasn't gonna use Thunder Wave, I swear.
Please don't.
It seems like a very hard skill to use because everyone constantly crowds around you when you're crowded by enemies.
You're supposed to be a sorcerer. You're not supposed to be on the front line. You know, you're
Well,
supposed to be like
he's
hanging
dumb.
back.
He's not a very smart sorcerer. He wanted to just go.
Yeah, that hits. Wait, what are you attacking? Okay.
And then I will move here and take my shots.
Misfire.
All I can do.
Alright. Captain Anna, now you see the mass of just and a bunch of flapping sentient umbrellas attacking your crew.
Yep. Alright, there is currently one clinging to Altair's face, right?
Yeah, that would be this one.
Yeah.
This one?
Slowly dying.
Yeah.
Alright. I am going to throw a dagger at it. And I can sneak attack
Wait.
it.
You're throwing a dagger at Altair's face.
Yes.
No, it's like I'm imagining that he's like facing like I'm looking at him from like the side. So- Well, no, so he's like, so I'm like looking at him like this, right? And it's like clinging to his face. So I'm throwing it like this, and so it's gonna go like, you know, like
Just
that.
answer the question. Is it a yes or no?
I'm throwing it towards him, yes. And it is gonna go perfectly well.
I'm certain.
And then I also get to add my sneak attack because
Just remember, my life is forfeit if you fail.
I have an ally within 5 feet of it.
In multiple ways. Not only will I suffocate, I'll also just be impaled. I didn't expect to get penetrated by multiple things when it came to this thing, but you know.
Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna throw my dagger, and that's gonna be, well, it's gonna be normal, because I don't have advantage. So, let's see what happens. 10.
Is innuendo still clear for, like, you know,
Yes.
as long as I...
Double penetration. That doesn't hit.
It does not hit? Okay. My dagger goes harmlessly past and hits no one.
There we go, see? It was
Please.
fine, kind of.
There we go.
I'm still being smothered by these octophalluses.
And yep, that is gonna be that. So next.
Alright. I'll tell you, what's your constitution modifier?
Not high enough. Plus... Plus 2.
Plus 2. Okay, no, you're... So you can't breathe, but you still got air in your lungs.
So Altair's gonna panic, and despite the people who are allies around him, he's just gonna use Thunderwave. So everyone in the 15-foot cube has to make a Constitution saving throw with a DC of 13 for con.
Okay, so that's
15-foot cube would essentially be
And if they fail said 13 con, they take 9. Otherwise,
15-foot cube would be like that. So if it
so
was centered on him.
it is
yeah, that would be the Mouther, 2 of the Dark Mantles, and 2 of your teammates.
Yes, but they also, if they fail, they get pushed away from me, which is really the important thing. And mainly I get it off my face.
Alright, that's a fail for the Dark Mantle that's not on your face. And a 20 for the one that is.
God damn it! It still takes 4 thunder damage, I'll take it.
Roll that con save for, oh, Drex, yeah, fail.
Yeah, Clicky passed.
Clicky passed.
Yeah, he got a 19.
Oh,
Clicky still takes 4.
yeah. 4 damage.
I mean, Altair's panicking, he's literally suffocating, he wasn't, like, thinking, he just has to do a thing.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm guessing that's your turn. Do you want to? Do you want to try to? Well, no, that would be an action. So.
Well, no. So I can move. Can I move technically with this thing?
You can.
I think you need to roll for what direction you're moving, or at least, well, I don't know.
Yeah, roll a
d4. What do you mean you have to roll, player?
So is Thunderwave the equivalent of you grounding your pets?
Yes. Okay, so... that is very cool.
Ooh. Okay, roll a d4. Because you are blind.
Ah!
Blind is not good.
Is
That
rolling low good in
Okay.
this game?
Actually, yes, it is.
Direction.
Yeah. So straight down is where you're going to move, but you can choose how much movement you want to use.
Alright, let's use that much.
So the gibbering mouther.
Enthusiasm.
Wait, what happened to... Oh, it was on... Oh, it's on top of me, I get it,
Yeah.
okay.
So these guys have to make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm underneath it, in case anyone was wondering.
3 failures.
Damn.
Blinded. So.
That's 3 of our workers blinded.
Do we TP KO on an asteroid in the middle of nowhere?
I mean, this is making our discount easier, but it would have been nice if they would have finished the place.
And it's also going to make a bite attack on one of them.
We might need to pitch in, boys.
Rolls on the sleeve.
That is 17 damage on this guy. Alright, Drax.
Make 2 attacks with the thing on O'Farrell's face.
He's just running around with a closed umbrella around his head like,
That's his nose.
both of those hit. Alright. That's a good bit. It's still there, but you've, you know what, for roleplay's sake, I'm gonna say you cut open a breathing hole for Altair that is now filling with this black sludgy blood.
Gross.
And also violent screaming.
Yeah. Alright, JK.
Hang on, I've got roleplay right here. Just like... Get this fucking thing off me, guys! I can't see!
I'm gonna try.
Alright.
Sorry, what? Oh, bleep.
Are all 3 of those going to the one on Altair's head?
No, let's go for
Oh,
two
wait, what?
on Altair's head,
I don't know what you're talking about.
one at the next closest target of opportunity.
Okay, that would probably be the gibbering mouther.
Enemy target of opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is the gibbering mouther next to me? I can't tell.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Alright.
sucks.
2 of them hitting the one on Altair's head,
Guys, it's
kill
hot in
it,
here.
and it falls off.
It's... Fuck yeah. Oh. Guys, it's hot in there. Holy shit, it's so hot in that thing.
And then the gibbering mouther takes for.
Dude,
I was really hoping you were going to send all 3 of them at the same one, because that 3rd one would have hit Altair.
I'm just covered in like gross squid penis blood.
Squidbrella.
Alright. I'm guessing that's your turn. No bonus actions.
Hang on a second.
That is correct.
Alright.
Knock down the spell slot.
That's going to be another spiritual weapon attack on the gibbering mouther. That hits. Ooh. Alright. And then bottom of the barrel, 6 attacks on the mouther, but these 2 are going to now rush up. Use their dash to get all the way. Well, this one doesn't have to. Moving into a more advantageous spot. So, No. 4. Okay. 1. Oh my god, 6 hits on this thing.
Yeah! The orcs are carrying. The action economy is with us.
Remember, the orcs have the most carry weight, so.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what I meant.
which of the math whizzes in this group that are not the DM wants to do these calculations?
I volunteer myself as tribute.
Alright, 7 plus 8 plus 11 plus 12 plus 8 plus 9.
55.
Alright. Those 3 cut down the gibbering mouther finally, and the ground solidifies.
Sweet.
And then 4 more attacks on, well, 2 on 1. Yeah, 2 on this one, 2 on this one. Miss, natural 20, and hits. So. $11, 14, 20. Ooh. Ooh.
Will do tell.
Oh.
I think we're just all saying ooh now.
No, this Dark Mantle looks very close to dead. This one hasn't been hit.
Are we role playing cavemen at this point?
Alright.
When we digress, we digress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the wrong character sheet.
Yeah.
Dark Mantles, that's how many are available to attack? 1, 2, 3, 4.
As long as he who derails rails, we're good.
It's like the he who smelt it dealt it, like with an electric.
So actually, no, there's only 3 attacks. 1 on Clingy, 1 on this guy, and 1 on this guy. So Clingy, that's 24?
Yeah.
Alright. You take 6 bludgeoning damage, and you have a flapping squid monster attached to your face.
Great.
Nice, dude.
Everyone will now be targeting your face. You're welcome.
It's fine.
Well, you said you wanted a pet.
I have a pet.
Yeah, but this pet pets you.
And no, there we go.
So I don't suppose I could
Aim your gun? Probably not.
fix my gun.
Aim your gun at your head.
Well, actually, no. His gun's currently broken because it malfunctioned last turn.
Yeah. So
And-
I'd have to use a bonus action to fix it to use it.
So that
Well, you know, actually,
or blindly
trained-
anywhere else.
I mean, in real life, military personnel, at least good ones, especially special forces, are trained to completely disassemble and reassemble guns blindfolded in like under like 10 seconds. Like if you're talking about like a standard handgun.
It's not. Well, yeah, I was gonna say maybe an Eagle, but
Yeah.
yes, every U.S. and NATO weapon basically.
Or like you know like a Colt 1911 is super easy to disassemble.
Is that a
without
radius or 15-foot radius? Okay, so double that.
So, given the extra simplicity of a flintlock pistol compared to a modern day pistol, if you know it inside and out, it's not entirely unreasonable. You'd be able to do it without seeing
Yes, but these are DM rules.
This is
If
true.
DM says I
Also,
can't,
it's
then
flintlock.
I mean, a bonus action is basically the same thing as what he's describing.
yes, but I'm asking you as the DM, given the fact that I have this squid creature on my face, would I be able to try to repair my pistol?
You should be able to do it by feel.
Yeah. I'll let you roll with disadvantage for a repair.
Alright.
So everybody within that is completely blind.
Wait, what?
Oh my. Is that because they're blinded or because they used darkness?
The area just goes completely black.
What if I used light?
What level is light?
It's a cantrip.
We'll
That means
see
it
when we get to
automatically
your
moves
turn.
her, I think.
Alright, Clingy.
Not what I meant to do. Ignore that.
Roll one more time because you're rolling at disadvantage.
Right. Sorry.
But it is a DC 10 to fix it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I fix it. Great. I wasted a high roll. But yeah.
What are you attacking?
I'm attacking the creature on my face.
You have to roll again because you're blinded, so you're at disadvantage.
Oh, come on! But a nat 20!
I know, but also consider that you were pointing your pistol at your own head.
I got a 21 anyways.
Okay, that hits.
It's what?
Alright, the Dark Mantle and you both take 11 piercing damage.
That's fine.
And
We might want to save the cat. It's shooting its own face.
It's fine.
Alright,
So bonus action.
movement if you want.
Stay right there. I gotcha.
well,
Alright.
okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice stay.
I walk up. And I sneak attack it with my scimitar.
I casually stroll up in its field
All
of
right.
view and stab
So-
it with a very large sword.
13 hits. So roll your sneak attack damage.
Yep. So that is going to be a total of 8 damage.
That is perfect.
And then
It falls off
because
of Clingy's
of
face.
oh, perfect.
Now Clangy's looking all, Fight Club.
Gross.
All right.
I'm fine. It's okay. I've got this. It's not the first scrap I've been in.
I hate to point this out to you, Kitty, but you just shot yourself in the head.
Are you up? Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah. I mean,
Goodbye, didn't he?
Alright, I'll tell you here. You can't
Alright.
see now.
I'm gonna cast light.
Alright? Light is what level?
It's a cantrip.
Okay. You cast light, and nothing happens. It sparks and then immediately smothers in your hand.
Cool. Alright, well. Hang on. There's nothing else I can do. Okay. There's nothing that will allow me to cast a spell as well as a cantrip. Although technically that is possible, I don't have a bonus action yet, actually. And so that's, I could move. Wait, hang on. I got this. He can't see where he is, but I know, I can feel where he is. He's just gonna move over here. I was kind of metagaming because I can hover over the token and I see.
No, that's fine, because you would be able to move out of the darkness.
Oh, then yeah. If he's aware of kind of where it is, then
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna do that. I assume I provoke opportunity attacks. Or no. Not from where I was.
From where you were, you were...
I was right here.
Okay, then... No, you would not provoke opportunity attacks from there.
Huzzah! Okay, then yeah, that's what he's doing. That's his turn. He can't do a lot. He tried to cast Blight and he failed miserably, and that was his only action. He could have healed, you know, he could have done something productive, but no.
Nobody is in, nobody of the party, I mean, other than the orcs we don't care about, are in the black square, correct?
Actually, that's not.
Nancy is...
Nancy's in big square
Yes.
of scariness.
Can I shout to her between or no?
No, on your turn you would be able to, but... So, Nancy...
Would this make it so like I can tell the direction of someone?
Ooh!
Well, it
That
doesn't reveal
would-
your location or number.
But would it be like a direction?
It just tells you within their if they're within 1 mile of you, or at least going by
Yeah,
the description alone.
So... No, not anymore. You don't sense any of those things. I will say you sense the faint presence of an aberration, but it seems to be fading quickly.
It's actually an abomination.
I guess I'm going to attempt to walk out of the darkness.
Alright. Just grab your token and pick a direction.
And then for my turn, I'm just gonna summon the grave.
Alright. JK.
Yeah. What about? Yeah.
Oh. Right about here. About here.
Yeah, a little further out from the mouth. Yep.
Let's see. That's... How big of a radius is that?
10-foot radius sphere.
Okay.
3d8 thunder damage on a failed save or half.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3. Alright. Well. There we go. So the Constitution save, they're gonna make it. That's 16 damage. One of them made it. This guy's no. So okay. The darkness drops. That thing's dead.
I'll be right back.
Minus 16 to... Oh, that one's dead. This guy's dead.
Nice.
And what is it, half damage on a successful save?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright then. There's one Dark Mantle remaining.
Nice.
It is the leader of the Orc's turn. He turns to look at you, JK, and says, "You killed my man!" And he's gonna charge at you. And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Wow.
What a cave hanger.
Alright. Bye everyone!
Bye!